Work of these guards after Draven paralyzed the archer keeping watch, and one of the guards turned on his own companions. A roguish individual named Nathaniel Noir. He told him he was sent by the Sanguine Eye to make sure this powder made it to Delwyn the Mighty. When they made it back to Delwyn, Nathaniel proved his worth to our heroes by convincing Delwyn to pay them in full, even though he had already paid the Sanguine Eye. When it came time to leave the Under-Earthers' hideout, Draven, Lilith, Bane, and Nathaniel were preparing to set out to the Cloud Mountains when Clax came to them to deliver some urgent news. Clax informed the party that he would no longer be traveling with them, that he was instead going to stay here with the Under-Earthers. The party made a supply run to Sable to pick up some winter clothing and some climbing gear for their trek up the mountain when they learned of a potion that could help them stay warm in freezing temperatures. So they gathered the ingredients and had the shopkeeper at the Bitter Vial make them for them. Once they arrived at the Cloud Mountains, our heroes were repeatedly attacked by air genasi each night they tried to sleep. And after they were quite high up the mountain, an air genasi triggered an avalanche in hopes of burying our heroes alive. After narrowly escaping death, our heroes found themselves trapped in a small cave with only a small crawl space to exit through. Upon making their way to the next chamber, they encountered several wolves, one of whom shifted form from wolf to air genasi. As the figure approached, Bane wasted no time in launching an assault, and the druid wasted no time in displaying his power, locking most of the party behind a wall of fire. After the situation was de-escalated, our heroes told the druid of their intentions on the mountain, and this druid decided to take them to the Air Genasi tribe leader, Gale. Gale was greatly offended that our heroes were there to enslave air elementals for all eternity. After failed deliberation, Bane suggested that Gale let him show off the power of his god versus the elemental prince Yonsi Bin. If he were to win, they would get access to the air elementals, unsupervised. Gale accepted Bane's challenge and engaged him in single combat, a fight to the death, or the denouncement of one's god. Bane was bested in combat, but refused to denounce the deity that had granted him his powers. Dropping to both knees at the brink of death, Bane cursed the Air Genasi leader before being struck down. Our heroes quickly fled the scene as per the terms of the deal. When they were halfway down the mountain, they discovered they were being followed. It was an Air Genasi by the name of Azur Azul. He told the party he could take them to the summit, where the air elementals reside. After several hours of travel, Azur proved true to his word and helped the party capture 2 air elementals. Now, find out what happens next in these Amnian nights, the Blackmore Saga. Our story takes place in the land of a country ruled by 5 wealthy and powerful houses. House Thorley on the western coast by the Sea of Swords, House Driscoll beneath the Small Teeth, House Sable at the base of the Cloud Mountains, House Blackmore to the north near the Black Lake, and House Marrow to the east on the shores of Lake Esmil. These 5 city-states form the nation of a sovereign state to the south of the Sword Coast. Each house competes with each other for power. House Thorley currently sits atop the others, with the gnomes of Driscoll not far behind. These are the Amnian Knights, the Blackmore Saga. The Blackmores are a family of mages. They control most of the magic in Alm, though there are other magic users from other houses. When one comes of age in House Blackmore, they must go out into the world, stripped of their name, and perform great deeds until their house agrees that they've done enough to earn the name back. Those of higher station must perform greater deeds. This story follows Draven and Lilith, the only children of Alistair Blackmore, the leader of House Blackmore. They've been sent on their birthright quest, as all of this house must do. though their father hired mercenaries to help them out along the way. A cleric by the name of Bane and his lizard-folk companion, Mullet Clax. Together, they were sent out to Sable City to recover a stolen family heirloom, the Infernal Wand. The leader of House Sable, Theseus, hated magic, and he had come into possession of this precious artifact by some means unknown. When they arrived, they learned the Infernal Wand was stored in the vault of a bank. After scouting it out, they decided that the place was too well guarded to try to make an attempt on it. After a while, Lilith made contact with an old friend, Cassius, the nephew of Theseus, and the heir to the Sable Throne. Cassius was not like his uncle. He appreciated the power of magic and saw that it could be the engine that would power the future. If only he could take over House Sable sooner. Our heroes saw this as a means to an end. They schemed in secret with Cassius and Lawrence, the leader of an adventurers' guild in Sable City, known as the Federation. This group conspired to assassinate Theseus. Cassius would take him on a hunting trip, and Lawrence would give our heroes a mission near the same area. They would spring a trap and murder Theseus, blaming it on the gnolls that were infesting the region. All of this went according to plan, with Lilith being the one to strike the killing blow, completely dissolving Theseus in her magical acid. Cassius soon came into control of House Sable, and he called for a meeting between House Sable, Driscoll, and Blackmore to discuss a potential alliance. After these meetings were complete, the three houses had formed an alliance to help each of them further their own power and take down House Thorley. Alistair called our heroes to his royal tent. He laid out 5 large sapphires on the table and told them that they needed to travel to the Cloud Mountains to capture air elementals. By saying a command word, they could trap the elementals in these gems. These air elementals were to be used to power the airship that House Driscoll has plans to build in the future. The party also learned from a Driscoll gnome that black powder had been stolen on the road between Marrow and Sable. Our heroes decided to investigate this first, as they had previously encountered bandits on this road in the past. When they arrived at the bandit camp outside of an old mine shaft, Clax and Bane decided to take the path of infiltration and deception, to talk to the bandit leader and get him to show them where the stolen powder was. Lilith and Draven chose to take the path of stealth and murder, sneaking up on the bandits once Clax and Bane were inside, and murdering the 5 guards with no mercy. When they continued inside, the party encountered the bandit leader, Delwyn the Mighty. After a very short battle, Delwyn let our heroes live, and even join his gang, now named the Under-Earthers, with the help of Lilith. All they had to do was bring him another shipment of black powder. They questioned a gnome named Mernig, and learned of a new shipment on its way from Driscoll to Sable, by way of Marrow. Our heroes traveled south until they discovered a small caravan on the side of the roadway, a large cart with a shipment of black powder, a gnomish merchant, and several very tough-looking guards. The party made quick work of these guards after Draven paralyzed the archer keeping watch, and one of the guards turned on his own companions, a roguish individual named Nathaniel Noir. He told him he was sent by the Sanguinine to make sure this powder made it to Delwyn the Mighty. When they made it back to Delwyn, Nathaniel proved his worth to our heroes.
Okay. We back, y'all.
That was Jonathan going down on a rope 20 feet into a dragon's den.
R.I.P.
Smartest thing we've had. I just as smart as what is about that. You're not taking me
So,
alive.
I'm gonna go find y'all. Okay. Well, what a pickle you found yourself in.
Who murdered the guy? I forgot.
As far as anyone knows, you did.
As far as anybody knows, he was held, and you blew his guts out with your spear while he was held. So we're both in a... No, it's me. I'm in a pickle. Whatever a pickle is. What do you say? What's going on?
So,
Silver tongue devil you. What's going on?
found out a little information about this magistrate. And it doesn't look good.
Is he human?
I don't know anything about that.
Is it his son?
He's kind of a, almost a boogeyman-ish character around these parts. Works with the corporation.
Oh.
This phantom had, really, kind of ticked him off. He really wanted a piece of him, I think.
We can go find some pieces of him.
Hopefully we can... The best advice I've gotten is we need to make sure when we meet him, when you meet him, to just apologize, be remorseful, keep your mouth as shut as possible. Don't try to explain yourself too much, and just let him know that it was in self-defense. The battle was going, and it just happened. You're trying to save your own life. You understand that? We don't...
All that for 1,000 gold?
No, I've still got the money.
Don't want to the rest of our lives.
Can I pay him money?
I don't think that's...
I don't think we have enough money.
I don't think he cares about the money.
What if he says I gotta do something for him? Should I say no or just say yes?
I've still got some feelers out, trying to see if there's anything that will gain us some favor with him. But
So it would be smart to gain his favor
if we can.
if he offers me a job.
We,
Because that's what all these gnomish figures, all they want is tasks done for nothing.
it would be pointless to run. I think that would be in bad form. I think we need to just take it head on. We'll be there and watching. If things go south, we'll be there. We'll have your back. But
Is he killable?
that's not a card we want to be playing. You need to be solemn and remorseful.
What's remorseful mean?
Act like you are very sorry that the situation happened.
But I'm not.
It was not your intent to kill him. It just happened in self-defense.
Can he see through my lies?
I don't know.
So don't try to speak as if I'm not telling a lie. So I'm not gonna say I killed him. I just say the deed was done.
Right, it happened in the heat of battle.
So tiptoe the line
Just
between you killed him instead of me.
either way, you can blame it on the party. I don't know. Don't.
No,
I would prefer to leave my name out.
Right.
So Draven Blackmore held the Phantom Wow.
All I'm saying is,
Mr.
Tell
Nick.
him I hold him.
do not get aggressive with him.
That's my best quality.
It will not go well.
I'll do my best.
Do not be aggressive with him.
Alright.
Listen to him and agree with him.
Alright.
If he has some sort of penance that he wants us to pay, agree to it. If it tries to go beyond that and he wants some sort of... and he seems like he wants to take your life, well then we'll have to deal with that. But if he just has a punishment, then we will take that punishment.
What if he asked me if y'all were there?
There's no reason to lie.
Just say y'all were there to keep him alive, but I killed him.
It was just the heat of battle.
Okay. But we tried to bring him back with us.
I mean, he hunted us down.
There we go. Alright. That is true. That's what I will say. What was our name again?
The ridiculous bandits.
The ridiculous bandits. Okay. Got it. If he asks if we're in some sort of group, I'll say the ridiculous bandits.
But make sure you know, let him know that you know it wasn't what we were trying to do, and it just happened, and we failed the mission.
Gave him the
try to
bloody
be-
boots back.
Try to be sorry.
Alright.
And that's why you came forward, because you didn't want to run away from it.
And that's the truth. See? Good people, bad things happen. Honest person.
Please, Azar, do not get aggressive
Yeah.
with him.
See, trying to be an honest person here, and dishonesty came out of my mouth.
Remember, sorry a lot. A lot
No.
of sorry.
We Air Genasi don't say sorry.
Did.
But only because I know him. I don't know that. Alright. Well,
But
get ready.
we did have some things to be selling, didn't we? We have some weapons and some.
An iron, like, longsword.
We have that amethyst or whatever.
Oh, yeah, we have the
We
amethyst.
try to turn it into coin.
Yeah, it's only like 180 gold.
That's a lot.
So we're gonna do that
Well,
while we wait for.
Yeah.
Well, you don't want to keep the amethyst? What if we need that sometime? You never know when you need amethyst.
Not sure on it. But if you'd like, you can keep one of them.
I was just saying, I mean... No.
Okay, so
So I'll hand the bag of holding over,
okay.
so I don't
Yeah.
have it.
What are y'all trying to sell?
It's 9 amethysts, worth 20 gold.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20 gold each.
So y'all go to the jeweler and y'all sell those. Don't need to RP it and just go ahead and sell it.
Okay. Like to sell these amethysts for. And you still have.
Shit. Put my phone down there, I think.
Alright.
No, sorry.
Took our
So-
fucking 1,000 gold.
Eventually, Nathaniel.
Kept it. That's like 1,500 you've stolen from me. Keeping a tab of how much Nathan has stolen from me. 1,500 so far in the campaign.
You gotta get it how you can.
Fucking thief. I just gave you 9,000. Well, no, I gave you Lilith 8,000.
Okay, so Nathaniel, you hear a message in your head. Spoke with him. No gold necessary. Bring a vagrant.
Dead or alive?
Alive.
Thank you.
That's it.
So, I heard from my contact, and like she said, no, he's not interested in gold. But they did say bring a vagrant.
What would they want, vagrant?
Don't know.
What is that?
Just like a
Is he a kinky man?
homeless person. There's not much known about him. I don't know. But before midnight, we need to try to get a hold of something.
Sounds good.
Alright, so it's early evening-ish. What do you do?
You gotta
I try-
start strolling through the bad part of town.
If I suggest the guy to just walk with me,
That's reasonable enough.
Okay.
So you just do that? You just go up to a guy?
yeah, I'm gonna go up to a homeless guy and just say,
Alright, so you see a guy, he's
"Hey,
like
you
wearing
hungry?"
like, you know, basically like sackcloth clothing, long unkempt beard and hair. Yeah, I'm hungry.
I suggest you want to meet the magistrate of the...
Okay.
Did not say that.
Alright, so you says you want to meet the magistrate?
Yeah.
With you?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. Now?
Yeah, come with me. Maybe
All
We'll
right.
have to chill for a few hours, but
Okay.
I'll get you some food and
All right.
some drink.
Awesome. I haven't eaten in a few days. That'll be nice. Things are looking up.
Oh shit.
Oh, don't say that.
Thank you, sir.
Kind of first sign of the meth.
What time is it? Like,
It's evening.
I'll just take him the Cobbleobs off with me.
Okay, so
Get
you'll
him
go
a meal.
there. Have a nice warm stew.
I'll try to get him
Nail.
like the nicest drink you can get.
Okay,
Like last
you buy him, like the finest
like
wine.
Green Mile type
Fatten
of
him up
meal.
for the
Like,
slaughterhouse.
Might get him drunk. Might make him less aware.
okay,
of
yeah, I'll just
things.
keep bringing the booze
All
around.
right, you just keep getting him drunk. Get him like the nicest steak they have.
Yeah, this is like
All right, this whole venture will cost you about, we'll call it 15 gold.
1,000 gold Nate stole from me. Yeah.
Kept safe right now.
By the end of it, he's like,
How much did you say? 8?
15.
Okay, 15. My bad.
That was the finest meal I've ever had. Thank you. What's your name?
Azul.
Azul. I'm Samson. Nice to meet you.
I wanted to talk to a Samson.
Oh,
Fly him to the moon.
okay. Well, I appreciate the kindness. So, when do you want to go meet this guy?
Oh, about midnight.
Okay.
I need a strong man next to me.
I'm not very strong.
You're intimidating. Look at you.
Oh. Well, guess
He'll
I
be
got that
back safe and
wild
sound.
man look about me.
I mean,
It's from all the years of living on the street, not having any money.
is he a human or a gnome?
Yeah,
or-
he's a human.
He's a human? Damn, I should have picked out a gnome. Anna. You seem way more fierce than these gnomes around here.
Yeah. Well, alright. I'm just gonna take a nap. That's alright, until it's time to go.
Yeah, you can go up to my room. I'll send him out to my room.
Oh, wow. A bed?
Christ.
Oh,
This
wonderful.
guy needs to go out nicely, you know? Like,
He's having a great last day.
yeah, you know.
It's like the puppy that you're about to put asleep, so you take him to the park, you give him cake.
Alright, so we'll say,
Death row.
are y'all trying to do anything else,
Why
or you're
would
just
you
gonna
put
let
a
midnight
puppy to
come?
sleep?
He has ass cancer.
Anyways,
Did you give it ass cancer?
No. Can't give a dog that.
Alright, so we just go into midnight?
Despite how many times you tried.
do you want to do anything before midnight?
Anybody wanting to do anything? Y'all ready to just fast track this?
There's kind of something I want to do, but it doesn't have to take very long.
Okay, what is it?
I was just gonna go down into the sewers
Okay.
where we can dump those bodies at. And I was-
Okay.
They got carried off, didn't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I just wanted to look around and see, venture around till about 10 and see if I can find maybe a hideout down there.
Okay.
I can just use my passive perception with 18 and
Okay.
either do or don't.
Hide
Alright.
out in the sewers.
So you go down into the sewers.
Ninja Turtles?
You splash down into the water when you jump in, and you're covered in nasty. It's bad.
Yeah. Prestidigitation.
Give me a Constitution save when you first jump in there.
Yeah, that's disgusting, dude. Stanky.
Oh, that's not great. 7.
You jump in. You just throw up like all over the front of your shirt. You're just like,
Prestidigitation.
oh, it's horrible. You feel sick to your stomach, but you continue on. You search around in this area for a few hours, and you don't find anything over here. Any kind of secret lair. It just seems to be normal sewers.
I crawl out and I clean myself off.
Oh, that was gross. So we get to midnight. Sir, you make your way to the Red Dove with your companion Samson. Waiting out front is the gnome woman. All right, you ready?
It's not in my head.
Okay, well, She pulls out 2 blindfolds. I need you to put these on. Put them on. Swan tight. You can't see. And she kind of puts her hands on y'all and walks. They'll walk for about 25 minutes.
To try to follow them.
I get a bird's eye view of them.
Sure. So y'all are all walking with them? Or y'all gonna like try to hide before?
Yeah, I want to not be known.
Give me
Yeah.
stealth checks.
I want to be 100 feet back.
I'll get me killed.
A 22.
I think that's 12.
Okay.
I'm gonna rocket man out of here.
Oh. 9.
Okay.
I'm having my bird follow him. I'm not casting my vision through.
Okay.
My bird's 100 feet back, and I'm 100 feet back from my.
Okay. She's puts the
But I'm gonna stay within,
blindfolds
try to stay within sight.
on y'all. She kind of looks around and she notices both of y'all. And she like kind of looks around and
Like I'm not even looking at them. I'm looking at my bird up in the
yeah,
sky.
they're. Thought I told you not to bring your friends.
Told them not to come. Tell them to shoot.
She just walks over to you. What are y'all doing?
Oh, looking at bird. As it flies like over her.
Well,
Damn bird.
move along, please. Go back to where you're staying and lay down for the night.
Alright.
Will our friend be okay?
Oh, yes, he's going to be fine.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. She seems to be truthful. Okay. Draven?
I'll leave there.
Where to?
To inside the pub.
Okay. Back to Cobbleob's left.
No, the red place.
The closed.
The Red Dove is like their storefront. It's not like
I thought there was
What's
like
the
a
other place? The Red
bar.
the Red Fox.
Yeah,
It's nearby.
next
So
to it.
you go in there. Okay. They continue on. So they go on like this 25-minute walk, and eventually, she makes her way to like, this like big set of stairs that like kind of goes down into a set of double doors. Outside there are like 2 guards out front. They're wearing like, like red robes. They're wearing chainmail. They have big spears and shields, helmets. And they go down through these double doors. What do you do?
I'm just gonna stay at the top, kind of hidden, and wait.
Okay. All right.
I don't like that fucking smirk.
What?
Gotta use a finger. Back of it.
Well, I had to make the session interesting, right?
Yeah.
What I'm good for.
Drew bust out a new character.
Yeah, we had to dive a little deeper into.
Yep, got to get into the underworld.
One second.
Still so.
Oh, dude, his like little sapphire thing is like all glowing right now.
Cool.
That's badass.
I wanted to see what.
Like his end of his sword glowing on that
Yeah.
sapphire. At least I look cool before I die.
At least you got a nice pair.
I'm not dying.
So, the blindfold's taken off after you go through some doors, and you down a hallway here. Let's grab a guy for the vagrant.
That's
You don't make homework.
He probably feels like a fucking noob
fucking
after the night you
God.
treated him.
Is that the zombie one?
No, we don't have the zombie one, do we?
Yeah.
We do have one.
I do. So,
Fucking
damn it.
motherfucker. Holy
We
fuck
did say
me.
we wanted this in our next campaign.
God damn it.
you enter into this large
What
chamber.
line now?
A red carpet rolled down the middle, torch sconces along the wall, 6 columns holding up the room as it leads up to a small set of stairs, and near the throne floating at the top is a
Wait, does he actually have a
large.
throne?
Yeah, there's like a throne up there, kind of like hovers over it. Is this large creature, purple and yellow, many tube-like eyes coming off the top of its head, and one central eye in the middle, large gaping mouth with razor-sharp teeth.
You know about this?
No.
So long, farewell. We say goodbye.
You do that with one of his eyeballs?
Yeah, he's just staring right at you, and all the eyes have kind of.
Down like an arm. Rest.
So, Azur, that's you?
Yes.
What's your friend's name?
Samson?
Samson. Oh yeah, I'm Samson. Nice to meet you, sir.
Baseline.
Well, welcome to my chamber.
Nice in here.
Yes, it is. Yeah, he didn't clap. He doesn't have
I just thought of his eyeballs going.
Well, sir, you see, I had placed a bounty on the Phantom, and he's like kind of manic and like twitching. But you killed him.
It was unexpected.
You killed him. And he just like rapidly flying up right in front of you. Big eye, right. And his eye gets as close to your face as possible. Why did you do that? And he's just right up against you.
I look down at my feet and look up at him, and they hunted me down. And it was more of a survival instinct that kicked in, and as soon as I casted the spell, I realized what I did wrong, and that is why I'm here to confess.
Is that same
my
instinct kicking in now?
You are a mighty person, creature that I would not tempt to fight.
He kind of backs up a little. A wise choice. Wouldn't go well for you. And he's like pauses for like a minute, and he just chuckles to himself, not loudly, just one of his tubes eyes comes over his face, and he's smiling, laughing, and then as it goes down, he stops. So, to the point. You kill the man I want alive to face judgment. Someone lobbied on your behalf that I not kill you. So, Samson. How are you? I'm fine. Wonderful. So your friend here, Azur, has brought you to die in his stead. I hope that's not too much of an inconvenience for you. And he's just like tears start running down his face.
I fed you well, sir.
Gave you the best life.
So,
My son will be named Samson.
in the future, Azur, please remember, if I want someone alive, it's because I want to kill them. And you will not take that satisfaction from me again.
Fair enough.
For this is the last time I will accept a sacrifice in your place.
This will be the last time I fail you.
Fucking green ray just flies from one of his eyes, hitting Samson, and he just turns to ash.
He doesn't have to roll for it.
And he turns to ash. Now, perhaps I won't kill you so easily next time. If there is a next time. Sometimes I like to enjoy the kill. Maybe I turn you to stone and keep you as a statue. Who knows? But it certainly won't be as quick and as painless as it was for your good friend Samson. Now, take a vial of his ash, please.
I like.
Drink it.
Like spit in it.
Wonderful. I just wanted to see if you'd do it. All right. Go on your way. I appreciate the respect. Don't fuck up again.
Give a little.
And as you walk out, the woman's there again. She puts the blindfold
Did I
back
see
on your
anyone
eyes.
else in the chamber?
Make a perception check.
3.
You don't see anyone else in here.
No statues of people.
You don't notice. But you leave, they put the blindfold back on you. You go on another long walk, and you see them come out. And after the long walk, you're back at the Red Dove. Blindfold off.
Probably after an hour or so.
Okay. All right. You're done?
I just kind of stand around and like.
I'm gonna walk up to him, I grab him by the shoulder. Yeah, you doing all right, bud? What happened?
Fuck.
Goddamn Trump.
Let's go get a beer and talk about it.
Yeah, I think I need to talk to you.
Throw the 1,000 gold back at you. Didn't need that.
All right, so you make your way to the Red Fox that's right next
Yeah,
door?
we'll go to the Red Fox.
Yeah, just me and him.
Okay.
If we could prefer that.
Yeah, I've already left.
Yeah.
I'm at Kawa. Anyway.
You ain't with Great Boy. It's a different town. You need to find your number 2.
So you enter the tavern. I think about 10 or so people in here.
Did you
I'll go find a seat.
do?
acknowledged, and after a moment, they bring by 2 ales.
Did you, number one, thank you. Thank you.
What
You saved my life.
what happened in there?
You tell me you didn't know what was in there?
No, I didn't. What was in there?
Are you sure you don't know what was in there?
Yeah. What happened?
Monstrosity, man. An eye as big as me, floating with many other tentacles with eyes.
Just get white.
Yeah.